Hey everyone, this is Basu. This is not a place to learn what you're doing. This is the place to learn with me together because I want to be an network engineer. I just started, you know, doing research about Cisco and Cisco Pocket Tracer and uh, other software and device as well. So I have learned about VLANs and I have learned about some a little bit about routing as well. So now today I'm going to learn with you together. So we're going to learn together to make secure shell. For those who don't know what is secure shell, I would just say the secure shell is just work as a telnet. Let's imagine if you have a switch in your office. Let's say you have switch in your office. You have switch in first floor, second floor, and third floor. Okay, so there are three switch. And if you want to configure those switch, then you have to go there and configure individually. But by telnet, you can configure those switch by sitting inside your office. So it is going to be quite easy for someone to configure the switch, whether especially for the big organization or for the internet service provider ISL as well. So we're going to learn that. I don't even know how to do that, but I have figured out some of these steps. So we will find how to do that, and we will also figure out what we will be needed in terms of switches or computer or any kind of anything. I mean, basically anything. We will learn anything now. Okay, so secure shell first. Let me make the simple network here. I'll take one switch. Let's take a two switch. All right, any switch, anyone. You can take any kind of switch. Okay, so one PC here, one PC here, and just connect those together. Yeah. Okay. So I will call this computer is the management computer. Let's say this is the management computer. Management. I would say this one is the first floor. First floor. This one has second floor. Second floor. And this one, let's say IT department, yeah? IT department. I've just given some random names in here. You can do as you want. Let me check if it is recording. Okay, it is recording. That's good. So here, I'll do configuration on this computer. Let's say this is let's make this PC for. Let's give an IP address of this one. Okay, I'll just give a random number 10.1.1.1. No, 1, 2. Let's say. Okay, so we will not give any default gateway because we are working within the LAN, not outside the LAN. Okay, so for this computer, let me do 10.1.1.3. Maybe you're thinking why we have skipped the 10.1.1.1. I'm going to give the IP address for the switch. Okay, so the subnet is going to be 225.255.255.0. Okay, for this computer as well. Okay, and the first floor switch, I'll give a host name. Okay, so EN for enable. I have learned of how to go to configuration and give the host name. Okay, so this is how we give host name. Host name, let's say first underscore floor. Okay, simple. I'll also assign the IP address for this one. Okay, so IP add 10. No, you can't add IP address in here. I think I'm quite confused how to do. You can comment down below if you know easily, but okay, so I remember it now. We go to exit and conft interface VLAN 1. Okay, so I'm here now. IP address 10.1.1.1. Is that the IP address that I was talking about? Yes, that is. But no, what happened? Okay, so we have to give subnet mask as well. Okay, no sut to turn on the. Okay, so and okay, so the general configuration is done for this this switch, and for this one, let me enable. Go to conft, and I would like to change the host name. Host name is second floor. Okay, so and go to conft again. I'm going to create add IP address for this one, interface VLAN 1 IP. Okay, so we have already assigned 10.1.1.1, 2, and 3. So I'll do 4. Okay, this is not exactly the way that how we configure in real life, but as I'm a student, so I'm just doing things that makes me that will be easy for me to understand. Okay, so 4 and the subnet mask. Okay, so this is how we do, yeah. No shot. And okay. Now now I'm going to ping. I'm just going to ping and test if it is working. Don't you think it is quite confusing without giving the IP address of the switch here? Okay, so it's going to be more easy first. 1.1.4. Okay, so this one is 4. And okay, so this is a problem, guys. You know, I told you I'm quite fresh over everything in here. I'm just trying to make myself better. 10.1.1.2, 10.1.1. What's the IP address for this one? 3. Okay. So now it is going to be easy for me to, you know, try to ping. Let's ping here. Ping 10.1.1.1. Okay, so it might take a small time. Request timeout. Okay, reply. Okay, so we lost one frame, yeah? The reason that we lost one frame is for the, I'm not sure why we lost one frame, but as far as I understood, we lost one frame for the verification. You know, for the, maybe we send one packet to the switch and then he reply, okay, you can connect with me. And this is how we lost one frame. But now if you ping again, then we might get a full reply, 4 out of 4. Yeah, see? So same thing is going to happen with the another switch, ping 10.1.1.4. Yeah, see, it takes quite a few time to get reply from for the first time, and then when we do again, then we won't lose any packets. Yeah yeah. And I would like to, and then at the last, I would like to connect to the IT department computer as well. Okay, so yeah, this is yeah. When you see here for the IT department, when I ping, we did not lost any frame. Why? Because we have already completed the process to communicate, connect with those switches, and lastly, when you ping the IT department computer, you won't get a you won't lose the packet because we have already connected with the switch, so there won't be any issue with that. Okay, and sorry for my English as well, guys, because as I told you earlier, I'm here to learn. As long as I want to make the videos as well, so that it is going to be it is going to help me in the future, so that I can look back and understand, okay, these things that I have done so far, and maybe if I forget in the future, then I can also go back and look into my own videos. Okay. So okay, so the communication is established successfully. Okay, all right. We have made a basic networking in here. All right, so now I'm going to figure out how we can do such configuration on switch, how we can establish SHL, secure shell. First, let me tell you guys, I have found this website and all this information that it is going to be easy for me to understand how we can create the SSL, and there are some steps as well. If I follow these steps exactly, then we will create the SSL. Okay, I do not have any rights to share these websites. I have not taken any reference in at all, but still, as I'm a student, as I already said, I've just made a Google search in here, and I just click the website. Maybe this information that I'm sharing right now is not problematic to share in the videos. Okay, so as it says, IP default gateway. Is this the step for the okay, IP default gateway and IP interface VLAN? Okay, so I have already created the interface VLAN in here, and we have also assigned the IP address of this one. 10.1.1.1 and 1.4. These are the VLAN IP address, as you can see in here, configuration. Okay, in this step 2, we need to set the host name and domain name. Alright, so host name section is already, it is already configured. For the domain name, do we need to configure the domain name as well to create the SSL? I'm not sure. But as it is saying right at the moment that we have to set the domain name as well, then we will create the domain. Alright, so for the small companies, like let's not say for the small companies, maybe for the home networking infrastructure, we do not need the SSL, because we don't even have a switch in the home router. We might have the combined modern hub, switch, and router and inbuilt device together. For the bigger company, they need SSL to configure the remote devices. So they might have the website as well, like we can see in here. But for my understanding, what I'll do, I'll just create the random domain name in here. So what are these steps to create the domain name? Okay, as it is saying, we are in first floor switch. Let's do enable configuration terminal, and then it is saying, okay, so I will just do IP domain name. Okay, so for the if you don't know the further process, like you can see in here, it is saying IP domain name and then the domain name. But if I don't know what I have to do after the IP domain name, you can simply type question mark in here, and they will give you a little hint in here. All default domain name. Okay, so I have to set the domain name in here. What I'll do is I'll simply put the domain name of the company. Maybe let's say we have a management. All right, so management.com. Okay, so I'm calling this management.com. Okay, so step 2 is done. For the step 3, it is saying we have to create the crypto key generate RSA. Okay. Okay, so why we have a crypto key generate? As I told you earlier, the telnet is the protocol. How that is how we can communicate, or we can access the switch and configure those. But in the telnet, let's imagine the telnet as a truck. Yeah. So what we see is we have a truck that is, you know, I mean, someone is riding the truck on the road, and you have information inside the truck. Let's say the packages. Yeah, you have Apple. Okay, so you have Apple inside the truck. You're sending Apple from New York to Washington D.C. All right, but whoever's are standing in the road, whoever have the CC camera in the road, they are able to see the apples inside the truck because the truck is not locked. All right. So to lock the truck, if we lock the truck and if we seal the apples, then no one will be able to see the truck. Yeah, see the app, see what's inside the truck. Yeah. So similarly, as a crypto key, when we do a configuration on the switch, we put the username and password, right? So if someone is sitting, in the other network, or someone actually hacked is trying to get all the information, they can easily access the information if you are using telnet. But in SSL, like we are using cryptography here, so everything is encrypted. So for that reason, we are going to enable the crypto key generator. Yeah. So how we can create that? Okay, so it is saying the name for the keys will be myswitch.thegifstuff.com. Alright, choose the size of the key model in the range from 360 to 20484 for your general purpose keys. Choosing a key modules greater than 512 may take a few minutes. Okay. Yeah. The reason that you can see in here myswitch.thegeekstuff.com is because the geekstuff.com is the website that this said, but in our project we have created management.com. So if we create the crypto key generator, how the switch will understand what is our domain name? The keys will be the name for the keys is, let's say we set the domain name as first floor. Yeah, so this is the first floor. So first floor management.com. So this is going to be the name for our crypto key. Okay, so let's do crypto key generate RSA. Okay, so now it is asking for how many bits in the modules. As we can see, generating 124 bits RSA keys will be non-exportable. But now, as I understand, choose the size for the key module in a range of 360 to 2048 for your general purpose keys. Okay, so this is the model that how we see. Okay, what I will do is this, I will go with the 1024. Okay, so we see the same exact message like one in here. It looks like how we have done the step 3 as well. For the step 4, it is saying line VTY. Okay, so what is line VTY? So run, if we go here, for the SSL and the telnet, we configure the line VTY 04. Okay, so this one. Line console is for the, it is also for the configuration, but this is the console configuration. You have to be there physically. But if you want to have a SSL, then you have to, set a password in line VTY. Okay, so we will do the same thing. Conf t of line VTY 0 and 4. All right. Okay, so we will do transport INPUTSSH. Okay, so this is how we enable SSH and transport input SSL and login local, yeah. And we set password in here. Password as, I'll just type 123. Okay, so we will just give 123 a random password in here. Okay, so is it configured? Okay, line console 0. I don't know if it is configured or not. Let's find out. These are further steps in here, but okay, so step 5, create the username and password. Okay, so these are for the username and password. This is for the verify SSH access. Okay, so what I will do is I'll just simply go in here and find out if the switch is working. Okay, so what I'll do is I will type SSH SSH, enter. Okay, so we have to type SSH minus L and the IP address, maybe the IP address, yeah? What's the IP address for the switch? 10.1.1.1, yeah. Invalid command. Okay, so we can't connect now. So we have to complete step 5 as well, yeah. So this is the last step, maybe. Okay, step 5 and step 5.1. Okay, so we need to create a username as well. Okay, so we will do. No worries. Okay, so what is the step to create the username? We'll go to config t. All right, so we're in configuration. Okay, so what we'll do is we will set the username. What is the username? Management. Okay, we will say management, or maybe first floor. As we have a host name as a first floor, so maybe we can do the first floor. So it's going to be easy for us to understand, to remember basically. Username is first floor and the password, like I said before, 123. Yeah. Okay, so this is enable. So enable secret is the strongest password. So I'm not going to do that for now. My switch service password encryption. Okay, SHIP. Says enable. Okay, it looks like I can maybe now I can access. Let's try SS minus L username. Okay, so what is the username? Management. Wow. Again 10.1.1.1, yeah. Oh, seriously, dude? Oh no, I just, oh now, I don't know now how to come up from here. Maybe Control Z will work. Control Z? No, Control Z. Okay. Oh wow. Control Shift and 6. Now, wow. You know, this, uh, being a student is horrible, you know. Like now, I don't even know how to come off, you know, come off. I don't know how to come off the issue with this, that issue. Maybe I'll do from here. You know, right? I don't know how to fix that one. I'll learn that one after. But I just want to, you know, access this SSL minus L SSH minus L. What's the username? Username is management and the IP address is. All right. Look, you know the problem. The problem last time that happened with me with this computer, the management one, because I entered 10.1.1. Something else, which was absolutely, you know, invalid IP address. That was the issue with the. Okay, so no worries. I'll type here 123. Okay, so maybe now login invalid. Why? Oh, see what happened in here? If you go to switch and if you check here, we set the username as a first floor, but I mistakenly type here management. There was the reason why it is not connecting. Okay, let me try again. SSH minus L. The username is first floor, and the IP address 10.1.1. All right, 1, 2, 3. The password. See, guys. Now I successfully access the switch from this computer. All right. So let me try enable. No password shit. You know, to enable the access the switch, we also have to configure the you know, set the password for the switch as well for the security region. Now it is. I'll set the password for this one as well. Conf t password. I'll set the same password as 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, how to set password? Set. Is this how we set the password? 1, 2, 3. No, set secret. Maybe this is how we do it, right? Set secret. 1, 2, 3. No, I have to look into that as well. Was in remote switch SSH login here. Okay, so it's not set secret, it is enable secret. Yeah. This is how we. Maybe I need to add this one and enable secret, and the password will be 1, 2, 3. Now do I need to go to configuration terminal? It looks like enable secret 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is how we set the password. Yeah, no shot. Okay, it is already on. See guys, this is the difference between expert and the student. What does student do is the student actually try to understand what is actually happening. Like I have, you know, I used the wrong command for maybe 3 and 4 times to set the password. Now what I can see is to set the password you have to first enter configuration terminal and then enable secret. And after the secret you type space and then type a password, whatever you want to give. Okay, so I'm going to try to access the switch again. Let me have a look if the command prompt is fixed in here. Okay, so this is fixed. All right, what I'll do is our SSH minus L. The username for the switch is first underscore floor and the IP address of the switch 10.1.1.1.1. Okay, so it is asking me for the password. I'll type 123. Okay, so we can access the switch now, but we still cannot configure the switch. To go to previous configuration mode, we have to do enable. It is asking for the password. Yeah, see. Okay, I'll type a password as 123 like we said earlier. Okay, it looks like now I can go to configuration terminal. Okay, so run. No, okay, so run. Yeah, see, now I can see each and everything, each and every detail about the switching, and I can easily access from wherever I am. Okay. Okay, thank God it is working. Line VTY 024. Okay, so what does this mean is four computer can simultaneously not simultaneously, actually four individual computer can log in together and work in the switch. Okay, so if I have a four computer in here, I can log into this, I can enable the SSL and log into the switch and configure. But if I set line VTY 0 and 1 in here, only one person can log in each time. So if I'm logging from this computer, I won't be able to log in from this computer. This is, I understand so far about the SSL. Okay, so I'll try to complete the task again. Since then, I think the video is quite long. Then I'm going to end this video right now, and I'll do the practice again. Hopefully, you can do practice with me together, and we can make another video for the next time. Thank you, guys.